Have you ever wanted to study the transient response of your diode or determine the minimum and maximum input voltage at which your solar cell operates reliably? Semiconductor technologies are continuously developing, and like with all electrical elements, it is crucial to understand the characteristics of a semiconductor. An IV characteristic curve is one of the most common tools used to determine the key properties of a component or device within an electrical circuit. Since there are many electronic devices, an endless number of parameters can be represented in an IV curve, such as diodes, solar cells, and LEDs. Rohde and Schwarz provides an easy solution for these measurements. A sweep tool is provided for the source measure units, which generates a voltage or current sweep using the arbitrary function of the instruments. This also includes features such as cursors and multitrace, configurable timing, and hum suppression. In this video, we will demonstrate the various features of the logging tool by utilizing a wired Zener diode connected to the RMS NGU power supply with alligator clips. Now we must connect to the instrument through the Remote Control tab. This tab has information about the remote connection, instrument information, a communication field to send commands and queries, and an environment field which links the program to file storage. I will now connect to the instrument. After the connection is identified, we can now click Connect. Now that we have connected the instrument and device under test, we can hover to the Sweep tab. This shows controls for configuring and starting the sweep tool, as well as setting the sweep unit, range, current limits, timing, and more. The arbitrary function in RNS DC power supplies allows specifying variable source voltage and current settings as a function of time. Timing configurations can be set here. This includes the setting time for the sweep step, the pre-delay, and the aperture. Time resolution can also be set. We will be setting our measurement limits in this tab. For this demonstration, we will set these limits. Now we can begin the measurement by pressing the Start button. After the measurements are done, the IV chart will appear. Multiple measurements are now being swept. The chart supports 2 cursors per trace and a maximum of 10 traces with different colors and individual cursors. At the bottom right of the chart, there are buttons that allow you to place cursors as an X or O symbol. You can click and drag each cursor along its trace as well as synchronize them using the buttons below. Labels can be enabled and disabled next to each cursor. And although a curve name can be specified for each sweep, it may be desirable to change the name of a trace in a chart. The values of each curve will appear on the right after pressing the Value button. This becomes handy when a cursor is moved on a trace and the associated values are to be read out. Curves can also be deleted. The Rohde and Schwarz NGU source measure units are an accurate and easy-to-use solution to precisely measure, log, and analyze electrical characteristics. The Rohde and Schwarz NGU is able to run precise current and voltage sweeps using the sweep tool, arbitrary function, and fast logging. It also has different features such as cursors, labels, zooming, and scrolling. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about the sweep tool by Rohde and Schwarz.